What's up, world? We're gonna do a quick clip on how to do a solar system and one of your darkest points in your house. Generally, that's the bathroom. So I'm gonna do a quick on a tight time schedule here, and I'm gonna show you how to quickly wire up the darkest room in your house to your solar battery system. Okay, so right now we're getting about, let's see, 36 amps. It's still early in the morning. Okay, not bad. We're getting about 36 amps charging on the solar system, and we got the battery bank down here. So what we're about to do is hook up a wire to the darkest room generally in the house. Okay, and then that way that light's on forever. Everybody out there with solar know what's up. So I'm about to do a quick video on how to wire that up. All right, we back again. It's still early in the morning. We're getting about 36 amps. That's pretty good for early in the morning. Of course, we peak around, right now with the setup, around about 44 amps. That's great. Get the system set up here. So we got it wired up here to the batteries. Okay, got the batteries running. Everything's running. As you see here, this is a unit here to charge up the system. It's generally at night because we get better rates at night. So it's kind of like moving everything you do to the nighttime. So you get much better rates at night. But at the same time, generally, if we get a good charging date, don't even need it. That's just for backup, as you see set up here. Now, we're going to go through this door into the darkest part of the house. Okay, we're going to have to go through the attic. All right. Let's make it happen. 36 amps. Let's make it happen. Well, these are the general tools I'm going to be using here. I have, I don't know the correct term for this, but I call it my fishing line here. It's made of steel, metal, and it's wrapped around in this device here, and you basically pull it out as you need more. I believe it's a 14 gauge, 15 amp, generally all-purpose extension cord here. It has a rating on here. It says it's 60 degrees Celsius. So make sure you always look at your amperage, how much amperage your wire can handle, and also the temperature at which that wire can handle too. So the temperature at 60 degrees Celsius, I believe, is like 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So it can pretty much tolerate a lot of heat. So it'll be perfect for this setup. This is temporary, but we're going to use this to make it happen. And of course, a trusty razor blade. Okay? All right, I'm back. I had to free up a little space on the phone. You know how they is. A little bit embarrassed to have opened a closet. I was worried, but everything looks gorgeous in here. Hot water tank, no rust. Everything looks gorgeous. Haven't been in here in a while, but it still looks clean and gorgeous. That's what's up. Brand new water heater, still looking brand new. All right, that's the hole we're about to go into. All right, we're gonna head towards the attic. Right now, I'm cutting the hole out that we're gonna use to go through the ceiling. Using the razor blade here. I do recommend making sure your blade is at least sharp. This one is dull right now. And I'm cutting it out a little bit bigger than general. Generally, you just need a small pin-size hole. But right now, I don't know how much wire I'm going to use of that extension cord. So I'm making the hole big enough for the head of the extension cord to actually go through the female side of the extension cord to go through. All right, you can quit that. We still over here working on this, hooking up the darkest room in the house to our solar system. So right now I got a unit here. This unit here will measure and let me know where the beams are located in the wall. So I'm gonna go here. See, there's a beam here with electrical by it. And let's see, there's another beam that's right here. Okay? Now I'm going to show you the significance of that in a minute. Electrical and another beam over here. And we're also going to check up here too. I'm going to flip it over so we can see. There's a beam right here with electrical. And then there's seems like a piece of beam that's running all along the top. Now, we may have to drill a little hole in the attic to insert the wire, to run the wire down to here. That we see right here. This light switch over here that we see right here has two controls. One is for the light and one is for the exhaust fan that's typically in the bathroom. I don't really like hooking up electric fan motors to solar system and batteries. Don't trust it too much. Okay, but lights, oh yeah, trust lights, trust all other electronics. But motors, electric motors, not too much. Okay, so we're gonna carry on, and I'm about to come back here. I'm gonna cut, and then you're gonna see where I'm gonna add the motion sensor light switch that will activate the lights automatically in the darkest room in the house. That way these lights are always on, always working. And anybody who knows what's up with the solar, you know what I'm talking about. And it's solar battery system, not your traditional solar system. So it's semi-off grid. Okay. Now, this is where I'm going to actually put the sensor at. Now, these walls, that keep in mind, the walls that's traditionally in bathrooms are kind of moisture-resistant drywalls, okay? So keep that in mind. We want to try to go back with the same drywall that was there. Otherwise, we're going to be off the lows to try to get a whole new drywall that's moisture-resistant for the bathroom, okay? So I'm going to put the sensor semi right here, right under this, and I'm going to change this from a 2-switch for exhaust fan and a light in the bathroom to a single switch for the exhaust fan and a motion sensor for the lights. That's what's up. So watch me cut it out right here. It's gonna go about right here. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna show you how to make a little door. Because we need access in here to install the unit into this wall. So I'm making a little door. Don't be scared, people. Don't be scared out there. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make this pretty. And it's gonna look like nothing never happened. We do need paint, so keep that in mind. You need paint, okay? Check out the location, the beam here. There's another beam over here. So I don't want to go as far as to this other beam over here. So I'm going to stop right before I get to this other beam. Typically, yes, you can go all the way to the other beam, and that'll give you some support here. But I'm going to stop right before I get to the other beam. And we're going to draw out a little door so we can work here. Okay. Now I'm going to cut this out, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, we back again. I've been using trusted razor blade here. Not too fond of this style razor blade, but I have a nice one, you know. Anyway, we're back over here. We did several cuts here, as you can see. And I'm about to go ahead and open up this electrical box here. Okay. Alright, if you can see here, in there, that's the electrical thing. We'll have to get a little light so we can shine the light so y'all can see better. This is the electrical outlet, and this is where I just cut it. We're just gonna show you a little magic trick here after we got this area cut out, okay? We're gonna add a piece of duct tape right here. We're gonna open this together and see what's behind here. Haven't opened it yet, but I cut it out, okay? Because remember, this drywall is a special drywall that's a little bit different from your normal drywall that's throughout the house. This is for the bathroom. So let's see. Taking a little flat here. See if it won't work its way out. And voila, we are back. We are here. Okay. Everything looks good, nice and clear. You can't quite see up here where the wires are at, but the wires are up there. And now we have plenty of access to add a terminal box right here to an outlet box to the inside of the wall. Got plenty of room to work with to nail it or screw it into the beam, the outlet box, okay? All right, my little door is hanging a little bit, so I'm gonna try to put something here to keep my door open. You know about doing things, keep the door open and door locked, you know? All right, we're gonna be on to the attic next. All right, this is the hole here that's heading to the attic. You're gonna understand why I got my mask on in a minute, because I'm about to head to the attic. I'm gonna run the wire through here, and then I'm gonna go in the attic and try to find it. So you're gonna come with me on the journey to try to find this wire in the attic. All right. By the way, before I go ahead and sacrifice my wire, my extension cord here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of this fine print that's on the wires. Okay, fine print normally tell us the gauge of the wire, how much amperage the wire can handle, and the temperature it can handle it at. So hopefully it's gonna be able to focus on that fine print right there. There we go. Hard to see, but it says, let's see here, we can focus again. It's hard to see. Taking too long. Let's see here. .15 gauge, and we can't quite see it, but it says 60 degrees Celsius, and it handles 15 amps. Okay, so it can handle 15 amps at 60 degrees Celsius. Again, hard to see a little fine print with this camera, but trust me, it's there. This wire can, I'll read your wires, okay? Because it can handle 15 amps at 60 degrees Celsius. And 60 degrees Celsius, again, is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. Well, gotta sacrifice my wire for the greater good, so it should last. But again, this is temporary, but I'm gonna go ahead and run this wire anyway, so we can go ahead and start getting some solar power feeding the darkest room in the house. All right, this is the wire that's gonna go up through that hole, okay? And then, so I'm getting ready to head to the attic. All right, hang in there with me. All right, I got my light. Then you're gonna see why I got my mask on in a minute. But you got my light, and we're gonna head on up into this attic. This camera. All right, we are in, excuse me for the blinding, but we are in the attic, okay? We are in this attic of this house. And again, we're doing an off-grid system. We're doing an off-grid system. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna head over to where that wire was at. Okay. This is a very tight space up here. This camera.
Maybe not videoing, baby.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's just I sat on a little drywall. I got another piece of drywall. Okay. All right. Little blooper. Got another piece of drywall. Thank God for that. Tight space, and I'm gonna head over here and we're gonna find this wire. Okay. Sometimes it's helpful if you got somebody with you. Maybe they can knock on a wall or something like that to kind of help to find the location. Sometimes, like I said, if you got somebody with you or something like that, they can help sometimes to actually find the location. But let's go ahead and knock this out before.
It's no rush. Your foot is on a wire right there.
There's, let me go ahead and knock this out before my battery light, because it's a battery powered light, go actually there. And the camera does have a light too. Okay. All right, we heading over here to go find this wire. Always be careful if you got air vents up here. Always make sure you step completely over them, go completely over them, so you don't actually pull them apart. Now we're gonna be hunting for this wire. I think somebody knocking, but I don't think they know to knock on a different location. Hey. Oh. Hey, if you can knock on the hot water heater wall, okay? So we're still heading over here to this location. Now you see why I got my mask on. I know you can't see the part of it, but see all the insulation. It's not the actual proper mask, but it's close enough. So we are going. I think I spotted the wire. Not so bad. But when you like 6'5" like me, it's like, oh, these little tight spaces. But hey, if you like working like I do, you don't mind. All right, we found the wire. Okay, you can see all the dust particles now. All right, now we're gonna try to head back out. Okay, we're gonna pull most of the wire up as we need it to go to the other area. Now again, if you got some assistants downstairs, you can have them knock where you're trying to go for your next location. Okay. Can you do me a favor and knock on the other wall in the darkest room of the house? All right, we got the wire. Okay, let's try to head back and find where this other location is at. I hear knocking. Knocking on the wall where I cut the little door open? Yeah. Okay, I'm on my way there. Think we didn't have to go too far, y'all. We didn't have to go too far. I hear her knocking on the wall. I see the exhaust vent. Okay, that's the exhaust vent. And I see the vent for the air. So that tells me I'm in the right location here. So let's move a little bit of the insulation away. We should start seeing the wires. And there they go. This is the hole that they drilled through the wood. See the hole here? They drilled through the wood. And they inserted the beam. Now you know there's a nail there, so that nail is probably attached to a beam or something of that nature. So what we're gonna do is, it looked like the hole that's there is almost big enough to add this 14 gauge wire. 15 amps, 140 degrees it can handle. Your typical attic gets around about 120 in the summertime. I believe it's 120, somewhere of that nature. But we should be able to pull this off. Right now is the winter. So I'm evaluating the hole. I know it's probably with this camera a little hard to see the hole, but I'm evaluating the hole. And I'm looking to see if I have to drill another hole. I don't think I have to. I may be able to slide that wire right down in between there. So one of these wires is the actual power wire. Okay, as I can see up here, this wire goes to the exhaust fan. Okay, this wire here must go to the lighting behind the wall in the light. And this wire here is the actual power wire that's going down. So I may go for the exhaust hole, or I may make another hole. Again, keep in mind there's a nail there for a reason. So they probably attached it to another bin. But this is the location I'm gonna go through. All right, I'm gonna go and get ready to cut this wire and check out my length, because I'm not going that far. But if I cut it just long enough, it should be able to reach down there, connect to where it's connecting on that side of the house, and then come down through here. All right, so bear with me, and I'll be right back. Well, I just had my assistant go and pull the wire. So it's pretty much, I'm gonna end up cutting this wire somewhere around about here. It should be enough where it can reach down through the wall. This much wire should be able to reach down through the wall, down there to where we cut the little door in the drywall as the where we're gonna put the outlet box. All right, be back in a minute. All right, we are back. Okay, right now I have my assistant. You know who she is, okay? She gave me what is called the fishing tape. Fishing tape. So I'm about to take this as a piece of steel woven around on this ring, and I'm gonna run it down through this hole. Now I'm gonna use the exhaust side, since there's already 2 wires ran through that hole. It should have enough room to run this wire down through that hole. Okay? I wish it was flat too, but hey, it should fit. So I'm gonna run my fishing line down through that hole, just like this, and you're gonna find out what I'm doing. I'm gonna run it down till I can see it at the part where I cut the drywall out. All right.